everybody! Welcome to Roll or Roleplay. I am the host and DM Kimarie, and thank you so much for joining us. As a reminder, our two kickers are number one, our players here have very little information about their characters. I have created their characters, I know the ins and out of them, and throughout the campaign, they are going to learn more and more about themselves by asking each other questions, NPC questions, and just finding things out from me. Maybe from some gods or something are coming into play. We'll see. And the second kicker is that our stream is maintaining a role playing aspect and improv aspect. So we do have to roll for certain things, but I encourage our players to role play things out as much as possible. So I encourage them to role play, and I will reward more role playing scenarios than rolling scenarios. So I'll have Avery go next and do a little introduction.
So my real name is Dan, but my character's name is Avery. Yeah, just happy to be here. See you guys again. Love all of you. Got the heart. Really enjoying this. This is a lot of fun. Learning a lot of things. It's a lot of fun, and I have no idea what's gonna happen, Kimmery. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, hi, I'm Cal, and I am playing Briar, who, um, just realized they forgot their journal, is from a different country, and, has traveled to find Gundren and found these two fools instead, and it doesn't know what the heck is going on anymore. So.
All right.
All right, my name is Tyler. In real life, I'm the real newbie of the group because this is really my first time playing Dungeons and Dragons or any other kind of real RPG like this. And in this game, I'm playing Kaylin, who is pretty much like the rich kid, I guess you could say, as the descendant of the king and queen and of a certain country. And we're just looking to have some fun time in the market of Phandalin here today. Hopefully, we will find some trace of where to find Gundren.
All right. And then, if Kaylin, if you want to recap a little bit of what happened last episode.
Sure. So, in the last episode, it began with us located near a cave, uh, with headed by Second Command Yimik, which is a goblin, and Avery, through his cunning ability, convinced Yimik that we were all part of the cave inspection committee, and convinced that we're just doing an inspection, and convinced Yimik that you know what, we should take out Clark, who is the real head goblin, and that way Yimik can become the real first in command. But what we're looking for that is we're just trying to find some information of where to find Gundren. So with that, we followed Yimik into the cave, and pretty soon we were forced into battle with a group of goblins who we could not convince to join us. And after some fun battle, uh, the main part of that was that we had this very surprising attack where Avery just straight up walked up to one of the goblins, just slapped in the face. And what happened there was that it wasn't just rude; it actually was uh, necrotic damage with like magic.
That
So
was
everyone was
really
surprised by
justified.
that. Yep.
It was
Every-
terrifying.
Everyone was shocked. In fact, one of the goblins was so terrified that after missing a shot, the goblin's like, "No thanks," and just straight up head out. Um, and then after that, the next room from that was where Clark was, the leader of the cave. So we went in there and did battle, and we were victorious. Not with us. We cried, we laughed, we had some fun. The main takeaway with that is that uh, Avery kept missing, but that's probably just because of bad luck. But he also had this very useful mace. In fact, he can't use a mace at all, so he's just like, "Well, I'm done with this." Meanwhile, Briar was kind of just off doing his own thing, trying to tame the wolf that was located. So
Which
like
I did.
for the first while, like nothing was happening because like we were all missing. Briar was just trying to tame the wolf to like no effect, and then the wolf and some of the goblins were missing too. But eventually we did have this moment where we were able to uh, uh, kill Clark and figure out that we need to go um, get the red brands of Phandalin. We have to go find them and ask, find out where the headquarters are, the Goblin headquarters, where eventually we should be able to find Gundren. And then also after that, Avery um, got rid of the last remaining goblin by throwing it into a fire, which showed another like dark aspect, which we're all a little concerned about.
You thought
But
about it.
you never know. Some you gotta have both the yin and the yang. Sometimes maybe it's just a
Yeah.
real balance of a character. We don't really know.
Yeah, I've had
And
some
also, Briar did tame the wolf, so we got the wolf, and we were also able to convince Yimik that all his stolen goods in the cave that we had to take those, and take it to the cave inspection committee for processing. And among those were 60 pieces of gold for Briar and a jade, um, like frog
Frog
statuette.
statue. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
jade frog statue with gold eyes.
Yeah.
Briar
And
found this journal.
we also noticed that there were these like shields, like this like pictures of a blue lion, which we realized were associated with the Phandalin as well. So and they were stolen goods, so we took them away. So then after that, we left the cave, and we had a restful and mostly uneventful night where pretty much the only thing that happened was that an orc came by and then just left. So we were able to make it to Phandalin. And the main thing to say about this is that while we're in Phandalin, we just noticed that it's just kind of creepy. And there's like no children around. And it just gives some weird vibes, pretty much. So that's where we are. We're in Phandalin looking for the red brands. Hopefully, that'll eventually take us to rescue. We could find and rescue Gundren. And so that's what's up.
All right, very good. Thanks, Kaylin, Tyler, for that recap. I just want to give a little description of Phandalin to get your minds in it. So the rutted track emerges from a wooded hillside, and you catch your first glimpses of Phandalin. The town consists of 40 or 50 simple log buildings, some built on old fieldstone foundations. There are some old ruins, crumbling stone walls covered in ivy and briars. They surround the new houses and shops, showing you this must have been a larger town in centuries past. Most of the newer buildings are set on the sides of the cart track, which widens into a muddy main street of sorts as it climbs towards a ruined manor house on the hillside at the east side of town. And as I said before, you come into town, it's pretty quiet and mostly empty. And you get an eerie feeling as you walk in. It is about mid morning, the sun is nice and high in the sky, it's hot, but there still should be some sort of business going on, like in the town. You should see people moving about. And also, again, there's no children playing in the streets. Maybe they're in school. Do they have school? Don't know. You'll have to find out. um
Educated? We don't know.
so on the map I
This
marked
again.
on the map I marked some key places, and you guys can decide where you would like to go. You can go as a group, you could split up. It just kind of depends on what you want to do. So the red circle is Barthen's provisions. There are some items in your cart that were supposed to be delivered to Barthen's, and you could get a reward for some of those provisions. The light blue circle is the Stonehill Inn. It is the only inn in town, so that's that's where you're gonna stay. um, and the orange circle, it's kind of like a fun place to check out. It's a shrine of luck. The yellow circle is the town master's hall, so the leader, ruler of the town. The dark green circle, which I can barely see, but that is the Lion Shield Coster. That is where those stolen supplies go. Yep, and that's everything else is pretty much just people's houses and local residences.
Great, thank you.
You're
Well,
welcome.
I'm thinking.
I'm thinking, we've come a long way. Why don't we just go hit up the inn, the Blue Circle, and maybe we could just buy like a round of ales or whatever, just to like get the look, like just see what is happening with like the local thing. Maybe we could listen in on something.
I think that's a good idea.
I think we should stop at Barthen's and drop that stuff off so then we don't have to deal with it anymore. And also so no one thinks we stole it.
And then maybe we get drinking money.
There we go. I think that's a great idea. Let's
It
do
is
that.
on the way. That is a good decision because it is on the way.
On the way.
It is. It's right before the inn. So, alrighty. So as you enter the nice building of Barthen's provisions, you see a older human man behind the desk. Looks to be about in his 50s, graying hair, and he looks at you guys and goes, "Hello, what can I do you for?" He's like tapping on the desk like he's just really impatient with you all.
Oh, Briar will walk up to the counter and just yeah. So we just got in town. We had a run in with some goblins and recovered some supplies. So I'm pretty sure some of them were supposed to come here before they got stolen. So we just want to drop them off.
Oh, you had interactions with the goblins? Normally
Yep.
everybody gets things stolen from the goblins.
Well, we
Well,
managed to steal from the goblins this time. So
huh. Well, I guess there's a first for everything, isn't there?
sure
Yeah.
is.
Just put this stuff here, and I'll give you 30 gold. You guys can split it up. Thanks so much for bringing my stuff back. It's just uh yeah, it's just been really rough around here. So I appreciate having more things to sell to the townsfolk.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you mean things have been rough? Like what's been going on?
There's just some like bad guys, like running the town right now, and just kind of bad for business, So you
Mm,
don't really,
mm-hmm.
I don't really want to talk about it anymore, just because they have spies everywhere. You guys probably could be spies, but I don't know. You brought back my stuff, so you just okay. So here's your 30 gold. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you need anything, come see me. I can give you a fair trade, I think.
Sure.
Tap
And
tap
Briar
tap tap
walks
tap
out.
tap 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 tap. What an
Is
anxious
there?
man.
Uh,
Is there? Sorry, go ahead, Briar.
oh, go ahead.
Is there anything weird about the area of the store? Like, is there something that's kind of conspicuously hidden, or like he wants us to shoo away? I don't know if it's just because he's impatient or like he's nervous about something.
Uh, why don't you roll like an investigation check?
Sure. Oh, not too bad. Oh, I know my investigation. Okay, it's 16 total.
Oh,
So
yeah, I
15 plus
should look.
one.
I didn't even look. I was just like, yeah, you know what yours is, right?
No, that was like one of the other sessions. I know investigation and perception. Those are the only
Yeah,
two I know.
gotcha. So from what you can tell, his story is pretty bare bones.
Okay.
You take him as sincere, and he's nervous. Um, you can you can tell that he just has this like kind of fear in his eyes,
Mm-hmm.
and um, it's just for a grown man of 50 years old. It
Mm-hmm.
is alarming for sure.
Yeah. So there's something afoot with that. Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? are we going to continue?
I'm
I
Briar's
think
good.
good.
I won't.
I think that's probably about as much as we can get out of that place.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
After experiencing Barthen like that,
Mhm.
or whatever his name is,
That's his last name, but
Briar's
yeah.
okay. Briar's gonna want to go directly to the lion shield place and drop that stuff off too, because he's got a bad feeling, and he feels like
Mhm.
if we don't, then it's either gonna get stolen again or something.
Okay. Do you want to? Are you going to convey that to your group?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I'll go with
Any
you.
response
Definitely.
from you guys? Okay.
It sounds
Why
good.
not?
We can, the beers can wait a little bit. I think.
Yeah, and then we can go to the inn after that, and we don't have anything to worry about as
Yes.
far as other people's stuff.
Alrighty. So you take your wagon in the empty streets. As you look around as you're making your way, you can see people like peeking out the curtains to see who you guys are. Um, and you might be able to catch their eye, but as soon as you do, they quickly pull the curtain back. And you get to the Lion Shield Coster. There we go. So this is more of a like trading post. Um, Kaylin, you would know that this is a trading post. There, it's run by a family. Like way north of you guys, but they have little trading posts all over the country. Um, and of course they're very well known because of their lion on the shield. But hanging above the front door is a modest trading post of the modest trading post. A sign shaped like a wooden shield with a blue lion painted on it. So that's the symbol on there. Um, as you approach the counter, it's a female tabaxi behind the counter.
I actually don't know what a tabaxi is
A
exactly.
tabaxi shirt. So you would know, your character would know Kaylin because of
Mhm.
your studies and stuff. So tabaxi is actually like a cat person, like an actual like. Dan, give me a better
A
description.
human,
Sure.
Like
a
a
humanoid cat
humanoid
race.
cat. Yes,
Yeah.
humanoid cat race. And she is a beautiful tan with black spots, and you can't help but notice her piercing green eyes. She is really pretty.
Would Briar be familiar with Tabaxi?
You know of them, but you've never seen one in your life.
Okay.
Dan, Avery, you know tabaxis in your country. Tabaxis are the minor
Now,
workers.
oh, so they're the one. Oh, um, may I ask as a DM question, how do I feel about Tabaxi? Do I look at them differently, or is it just more of a circumstance that they're working?
In your country and area,
Hmm.
people who are different are the workers,
Oh,
unfortunately.
And how do I mean, maybe I'll just roll with it and figure it out, but
I think you should.
okay,
I think you should.
okay.
Feel what Avery feels.
Oh boy,
Briar's gonna
indigestion.
do the same that he did in Barthen's and like approach, but like his eyes are like really big. Like he's kind of geeking out a little bit, but like trying to be cool at the same time. Um and yeah, so he's gonna go up to the counter and be like, uh hi. I think we have your stuff. We ran into some goblins and managed to get some stuff back, and this has your logo on it, so we wanted to bring it back. He's
Those,
just staring the whole time.
those goblins always stealing our precious merchandise. Well, thank you, sir, so much for bringing this back to me. Certainly, of course, you will be rewarded. Um, Do you know how many bags and boxes that she brought along? I've lost so many things. I've lost track of everything that's ever delivered anymore.
I think we had 3 boxes.
Sure.
DM Kimarie?
Yeah, make it
Yeah,
up. I don't know.
okay.
I don't know if I remember
Yeah.
actually.
I
I
would
know
Oh,
3
assume each of us
potions.
grabbed a box. Briar at least grabbed a box before he stormed out of the caves.
there you go.
Uh,
Oh,
but
three whole boxes? Oh my gosh, I haven't seen 3 whole boxes in so long. Uh thank you so much. I have tried and tried to get the stuff back. I've sent men out and they never come back, and it's just a terrible situation, really. As she's talking, you actually can see that she's missing a paw or a hand. So looks interesting. Um,
yeah,
it's kind of striking because of how beautiful she is. And then all of a sudden she's like talking with her hands and whoop, not there. Of course, certainly. So 10 gold per box, so 30 gold. Is that sound fair to you?
that sounds great.
Okay, okay. Let me get that from my little bag here. Okay. Um, and do you want it separate or together? Or,
Separate's good.
okay, and 10 for you, and 10 for you, and 10 for you. And she like looks at you, just and then I have my store here. If you need any weapons or armor or anything like that, please just let me know. I don't have much as I've been rated quite a lot, and so it's kind of slim pickings. But I'm going to see what's in the boxes, and it's going to be really great to have some new merchandise but yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. We're gonna head up the inn, but we might be back for some supplies at some point.
Oh, okay, great. Well, welcome to Fandolin. There's just it's not as it once was, and I'm sorry you couldn't see it when it was like better. But yes, definitely go to the inn. Toblin and his wife are so kind and nice, and they have the best food and drinks. And I'm like, maybe I'll see you there like later.
Mm.
Um, so,
Yeah,
but
I was hoping to ask
sure.
the lady first of all. Can I just ask for your name? My name.
Oh,
Oh,
oh yeah, of course. I'm Catherine Wind. Um, and then this, of course, is the Lion Shield Coster.
well, Catherine, I was just wondering. Well, because we are new here, I was just wondering when your shift is over. Maybe we could meet up after you're done here today. We can meet up at the inn, and we. I think you've bartered quite fairly with us here today, so I think we owe you maybe a beer if you're interested.
Sure, for sure. I normally get off around 5. But I think I'll have dinner at my home. But maybe I'll see you there later tonight. If you're gonna be in town. Are you gonna be in town long, or are you just passing through?
I think we'll be here, at least overnight. So,
Okay, okay, well, great. Yeah, I'll see you later.
all right, nice to meet you. All
Yeah, nice to meet you, and thank you again so much. This is gonna be so helpful. Thank you so much.
right, I
Alright,
think we
just gonna
should
turn
head
around
out,
and walk
right?
out.
Yeah, it's time for us to head out.
Look at you, Kaylin.
Right?
In game, I'm like, Kaylin already meeting the locals.
All right, and as you take the cart now back through the town to go to the inn. Just give a little description on the inn. So it's pretty much in the center of town. Stands a large, newly built roadhouse of fieldstone and rough hewn timbers. The common room is filled with locals nursing monks of ale or cider. So there's quite a few people There is some people sitting at the bar. There's some sitting at a table, and then there is a big, beefy, burly guy with a apron on. He's um, drying a cup or a mug with a cloth, and a shorter woman stands next to him. Hmm. Travelers. Oh, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in. Can I get you something to drink or some food um or perhaps you would like to stay the night in my inn?
I'm gonna go with all of the above.
Yeah, we're looking for all of them, sir.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. We don't get many travelers anymore, so it is nice to see some fresh faces. I'm Toblin, and this is my inn. This is my wife Hilda. She makes all the fancy cookings. You're gonna love it, and we have no complaints here. Can I get you set up at a table, or you guys like to sit here at the bar?
I
Just hit
mean,
the bar.
okay.
Gonna say table.
Me
Well, if you
too.
guys want table, let's go table.
No, I mean, sure. I just need something
Table.
to drink.
Let's go to
Let's
a
go
table.
table.
Let's go to a
Okay.
table.
It's a high top or a booth.
It's a table
Only
with
the
chairs.
finest high top here. And
All right. Oh yeah, please here's an open table. Please sit. So we have, the local ale, the Dragon's Brew. We have a nice fire a fire wine. It's a little spicy. And then the special of the day is chicken and dumpling.
ooh, my.
Hmm.
I'll take the special. And do you have any ciders?
I'd have to go look in the back, but I think I got something real special for you.
All right.
Yeah. I'll have the dumpling too. That sounds really good. Also, I'll try that dragon's brew. That sounds
It's
pretty
the best.
exotic.
Of course, I only carry the best. So, and he
Of
smacks you
course.
on the back. You're like, I got the best. I got
Oh
the best
boy,
here.
this is gonna be a day. Thank you.
And for you, sir?
Uh, well, sir, what for the drink? What do you recommend that really quenches the thirst? Because we've come a long way. And I'm just a little tad thirsty, if you know what I mean.
Oh, my boy, the dragon's ale. Of course, it's quenches the any man's thirst.
Let's go with the Dragon's Brew, of course, and for the most that really could hit the stomach the best to really fill you up. What would you recommend for food for tonight?
Well, we have chicken and dumplings, and I guess I could get you an apple if you really wanted it.
Let's go with the chicken and dumplings, and you know what? Let's add an apple on there. Maybe we can split it.
Oh, great! Do you all want an apple? I mean, just a little bit of freshness and sweetness. It's from
Depends.
the
Is it red or
orchard
green?
out back, huh?
It depends. Is it red or green?
It's definitely red apples.
I'll take it.
Okay.
2 apples.
2 apples. Okay, okay. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Toblin Toblin goes over. In the corner, you can see that there is a looks to be a farmer, young kid. Um, he is um he's sitting on the chair, but his feet are dangling off of it because he's a halfling. So he is in a straw hat. He's wearing overalls, barely looks over 18, and unfortunately, this poor kid's face is just covered in pimples.
Oh,
And poor guy, it looks like
Totally sympathize.
he's been sweating a lot in the field and hasn't cleaned his face in a couple of days. Um, at the at the at the bar there is sorry, I lost my people. Oh, at the bar there is a old surly, pretty much drunk guy. Um, Toblin has to tell him to be quiet every now and then because he just starts shouting things every now and then. And he just says he's just drinking and he's like, you know, this world's gonna end really soon. I just know it. I just know this is gonna end. There's gonna be an apocalypse. You know, all these magic users are taking over, and it's gonna get too strong and too powerful, and old guys like us don't stand a chance. Take a drink, put it down. We don't stand a chance. And Toblin, oh, shut up, Darren. um, and as you guys are kind of observing all of this, um, the wife comes up with the food and she puts a plate down in front of you, and she's just, oh, thank you so much for like spending the day with us, and it's just so nice to have new people here. So my name's Hilda, and you know, Toblin and I own the inn, and so like if there's anything that we can do for you guys, just let us know. We don't have much, but we just do the best we can with what we have. So I hope you enjoy my chicken and dumplings.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Hilda.
Looks delicious.
My pleasure to be here. Thank you for having us.
Okay.
You don't happen to have 3 rooms available, do you?
Just 3. Exactly.
Exactly
it
3.
Yeah, so there's no one staying here currently, so I think I can give all the rooms to you. But if somebody comes, I might have to ask you to buddy up because it seems like you're in a group.
How
Sure.
many beds are in each room? If you don't mind my asking, Hilda.
Oh, well, there's one in each room, but they're big. They're like bigger beds, you know, like
Big beds.
filled with straw. So it's definitely could fit 2 people, kind of. So
Are you just don't mind me being too direct? Is it because you just need more money to help run the tavern, so you need more people to use the rooms?
um, I mean, we haven't had visitors in like maybe a week. So I don't really foresee anybody coming. So that's why I was willing to give you the 3 rooms. But you never know what might happen. So I just want to be prepared.
Okay, no, you're very sweet. I appreciate it. Thank you for letting us know. We'll just, I guess, play it by ear, and I can't wait to taste the
Okay.
dumplings. It looks really delicious.
Yeah. Eat up, eat up. It's nice and hot. You
Okay.
enjoy. We can talk later. It's all
All
good.
right,
It's all
Hilda.
good.
All
I'll
right.
just be over at the bar with Toblin if you guys need anything. So
Oh, you're sweet.
enjoy.
Oh,
Thanks,
thank you.
Hilda.
um
I like her. She's, she's
Nice.
sweet. Passive, but sweet.
and you guys take a bite of your chicken and dumplings. How do they taste?
Briar's loving it. So
I mean, I've had better, but it's good that I have something here now.
Kaylin?
I'm just appreciating the ethnic cuisine of this area.
Oh my god. And I hate
Um,
cat people. I don't know. So, and I thought I was bad. Oh boy.
uh, um,
Oh,
as
ethnic
you are finishing
dumplings.
up your meal, a uh a pretty big woman comes in through the door, and underneath her arm she's carrying some paint supplies, some brushes, some colors, and like a little easel and a little piece of and some pieces of parchment. And she has some green features, so she kind of looks to be maybe like orc or half orc.
hmm.
And she looks over and sees your table, and she immediately walks up to you guys and she's like, "Oh my gosh, it's some new people. So I'm a painter, and I would really like to paint you guys if that's okay. And uh I'm trying to get into art school, so I'm trying to paint people. But I understand if you guys are busy, it won't take too long."
Just
I
as,
yeah.
as we're sitting here right now.
Yeah. You guys could just sit there. If you want like a portrait, I could do that. Or if you want you could like sitting at the table. I can do like I can do like pictures like that. I just have to get my skills, and you guys all. Has anybody told you that you guys all kind of look the same?
You're
We
the
get that a
only
What?
one
lot.
that told us.
Huh, that's so
No.
weird. Do you guys know each other? Like you guys are like friends or something?
Acquaintances?
Uh,
Oh, I thought
okay.
we were best friends, Briar, but okay, that's fine.
All right.
Because
I'm kidding. It's fine.
because you
We've been traveling together a short while.
Mhm.
oh you guys look like you could be like related. That's weird. Okay. But anyway, because you, and she points at Avery, you have human ears, but you, she points at Briar, you have like elf ears. But and you kind of have like half elf ears, Kayla.
Well, thanks for pointing that out. I think your ears are very beautiful as well. Thank you.
Oh, these old things, they just help me hear, you know. But anyway, can I paint your portrait?
Well, I just do have a quick question for you before you do. Where do you put these in a gallery somewhere, or are you selling these to someone?
Oh, no, they're for my personal collection, unless you would like to purchase a picture to help me get into art school. That's kind of what I like to go for, but if not, then I just keep them and then I put them in my portfolio, and then I can take them to art school.
Well,
Sure. Yep.
if it's
Drop.
not, yeah, if it's
Paint
not so
whatever
much
you
of a
want.
trouble, I'd like to keep the picture. I wouldn't want us to, I'm a little shy, if you know what I mean. I don't want to just be seen in a big fancy portrait, which I mean, in a gallery at
I
somewhere, I will see. I'm seeing it someday that your paintings will go in a pretty big gallery, but so I just want to avoid, you know, see myself up there. Everyone's like, "Oh my goodness, who's that? It's pretty cool ears," but it's like, so I'd like to buy it if that's all right.
Oh yeah, anything to get me to art school would be great. Um, um, so yeah, we'll start with you. If you just want to sit here, and I'm gonna start painting. So she gets out her little easel and her little parchment, and she starts painting Kaylin. And one second.
Uh
While
oh.
she's painting,
Uh huh.
Briar's gonna introduce himself and ask her, so do you just have a thing about ears, or like do the ears not match the physique here? Like,
Oh no, I was just pointing it out because I've painted a lot of people, and just the fact that you all look similar, but your ears are different,
mm,
meaning you look like different races. So
okay.
that's just something I just happened to notice. I can't believe you guys didn't notice that. But maybe if you have your hair pulled back, points to Avery. I mean, if you have your hair down, of course, then like nobody could see your ears, so like that'd be understandable or whatever. So, okay, so I'm getting done here, and she shows you the picture. Extremely average. And it's not bad, but it's not good either. So right in the middle. Oh, uh, so if you would like, you said you want to purchase it, but your painting, do you like it? Doesn't it look like you?
I think it's very, very nice. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. I just so enjoy doing these. I just really hope I can get into art school. I'm charging 1 silver for it so I can get into art school. Would you pay that?
Absolutely. But for you, I'm gonna do a silver and I'm gonna throw in a bronze too, if that's okay.
Oh, it's a copper, but that's okay.
The copper.
Oh, wow, a tip. I don't think I've ever got tipped in my life. This is so exciting. You guys are so nice. Thank you so much. Uh, uh, you next or you next?
I'll tell you what, I'll do it. But hold on. And he unbraids his hair, then goes all the way down and kind
Here.
of down here,
It's about to your shoulders.
shoulder length. Okay, and I
Mhm.
kind of like a little scraggly, a little bit, a little messy, but okay, I'm ready.
Oh, man. You know, you look like this guy I used to know. Uh,
Really?
his name was like, uh, Draco, I think. Yeah, we
Got
went to school
Ingrid?
together.
Oh,
No, Draco.
Okay.
Draco,
Mallory, something like that. Yeah.
Draco
Um,
Mallory. Yep,
yeah. Uh-huh. You
he's a
kind of look
Clipperin,
just like
right?
him.
Yeah.
You just look just like him. Okay.
Okay.
So just sit there and just be, your
I have
handsome
blonde hair.
self. You do have blonde hair.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Wow. All right.
As
Interesting.
she's painting, she's kind of excited and excitable, and her brushstrokes are kind of going a little crazier than with Kaylin's, and she pulls it around and goes, "Oh, this is a masterpiece, and it looks nothing like you."
Is it at least good?
No, it's worse than Kaylin's.
Thank you so
So,
much.
would you like to buy it, or should I put it in my collection?
Put it in your collection.
Okay, thanks so much.
Thank you.
In the portfolio goes.
Yeah.
Okay, and you, Briar, you're next. Uh, uh, let me get my stuff set up again. Okay, and here we go. Oh, oh, now this. I said Avery's was a masterpiece, but this is a masterpiece. And she turns it around, and it's actually really, really good. Like spot on characteristics. It looks very much like you, Briar.
All
Uh,
right.
would you like this, or would you like to pay for it, or would you like to put it in the collection?
Heck yeah, I'm gonna pay for it. I'm gonna send this home to my family.
Oh,
And Briar just gives her a gold piece.
oh my gosh. No. That's way, way too much. I do not
No, 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 no,
deserve.
no. You're trying to go to school. Put it towards the school fund.
Oh gosh, Briar, you are the kindest of gentlemen. Oh my gosh. And she'll put it in her little purse and just well, I have to uh uh well, I was going to grab a nail. I guess I'll grab a nail and then I'll scoot out, and maybe I'll draw the orchard today. I think the orchard needs to be done again. But uh hopefully I'll see you around. I guys staying in town long, or
Not sure yet.
We
okay,
just
okay.
got here.
Yeah.
Speaking of ears, we're really just kind of playing it by ear. You know what I mean? We're just gonna see how it is here.
I get what you mean. I get what you mean, Kaylin. We're all about the ears, apparently. I don't know why, but okay. Well, I'll see you around maybe later. So,
I'm sorry, I
but
didn't
thanks
catch
so
your name
much.
though.
My name's Frida.
Frida.
Thank
I
you,
see you
Frida.
going to great places, Frida. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, you are so kind, Kaylin. All of you, fantastic. Uh, anyway, I'll see you later. See you later.
Bye
And
Bye,
bye.
Frida.
she walks
Thank you.
away.
Man, she really needs to go to school. That was horrendous.
You
As
know,
you,
No, mine looks
Avery,
pretty good.
Avery, they said the same thing about Picasso. You
Oh,
know,
uh-huh.
some days you have to appreciate.
About
I
who?
would say. Well, there's this
Who's
famous painter in
Picasso
some like far away place that I heard of. It's
in
called
your
Picasso,
books?
and
Uh-huh.
yeah, I took art appreciation. We all did. It's a good easy credit.
You know, I will say this. I could have sat on my left hand for 30 minutes and drew a better sketch of me than she did.
Well, everyone's got
You're
to start
just
from
bitter
somewhere.
because mine turned out better than yours.
I mean, it was really, I mean, yours were really good. I mean, I
You
think
just
I'm just
gotta
a bit jealous. I am,
just
yeah.
think of it a different way.
Maybe,
Try
all
to look at
right.
the bright side.
Next time we have some time, I'll do a sketch of you. How about that?
You do have a charcoal pencil. I know that.
Well,
That
that's
is
really kind of
true.
you. Sure. I think I don't know. I don't know why. I've just been a little cynical lately with things, and there's just a lot happening in the last, like couple days or
Slapping a
so.
guy's face off, throwing another guy into
Yeah,
the fire,
it was meant to be just like a little nudge,
a
but then
little love tap.
I mean, sure. I think I was just a little, I don't know. I felt like I could fight a little bit more when I need to, and when I really wasn't landing things, just emotions kind of came the best of me and added a little bit more force than I intended. So,
That's
but
fair.
I mean,
But
that's why
I
we're here.
mean,
Yeah.
you look squishy and we're getting hits in. I mean that in the best way possible. Let me finish and it'll make more sense. I'm
Okay.
wearing chainmail and carrying a greatsword around and I didn't hit anybody. I was distracted by the wolf. So
Yeah.
oh yeah,
you did better in the fight than I did, and I was supposed to be the bodyguard.
Prior, I had a weapon I did not even know I could use. This is how inadequate I am when it
Dude,
comes to fighting.
I'm
Maybe
just
it's
gonna,
just a hidden
pat Avery on the
talent that you
back,
need
like, you
to
know what, buddy? We've all had feelings of inadequacy before. You just gotta remember that in the inside, we all
It's on
have
sale.
value.
I thought, okay, this is great. Like I could really use this, and then
just
like,
you also got shot in the shoulder with an arrow.
thanks.
So,
Yeah, and fell into a pit.
yeah.
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's been
That's
rough.
fine. I mean, I don't want to like Avery whispers a little bit. I don't want to get a little too loud because if there's spies around here, there's something going on with this town, and we really
There's
need to be
yeah.
looking around, making an effort of things. I mean, I don't know who that farmer guy is over there, um, and Catherine. I don't know about her, but I mean, Kaylin, maybe if you haven't, we're gonna give you alone time with Catherine if you want, because you seem to have a liking to her and her
Wow, chicka wow
bartering
wow.
skills.
Hey, you know what? I think that's like a wonderful idea, Avery, that we could at least get maybe two rooms if we're looking into it. That way we can save an extra one just in case another person does want to come here. But
not
you know
where I
what?
thought you were
Th-
going with that.
This way,
Not where I thought he was going either.
this way, if we'd like to, we could also use one of the rooms with we could speak privately with Catherine. That way, there's no possibility of there being multiple spies, and I feel like she could have some good information for us when she
Um,
does come and stop by later.
I will say this. Just being. Oh, sorry, Briar. Go ahead.
Don't finish, and then I have a
Um,
couple points.
being direct here, I'm a little uncomfortable with Catherine. Personally, I I don't know her too much, but I don't know if I can trust her. But I mean, you have more of
Aye.
a liking to her, so I think since you've developed more of a connection, you're probably the best bet, better than me at least for that.
Whatever you say, Avery. That's
Yeah.
okay.
First point. Bring a stranger into a sleeping room with 3 other strangers probably is gonna put her on edge and just look bad. 2, I think it'd be easier for you to get information out of her by yourself. And then that leaves Avery and I to try and eke out some information from other sources as well.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. All right.
So,
As you are kind of discussing your plan, Hilda comes back over and she goes, "Oh, I overheard you talking to
Right.
Frida, and
good at that part.
oh,
No.
oh,
Please continue.
No. I'm sorry.
oh, okay, so I overheard you say your names, and we had some letters delivered, that have your names on them. So I just wanted to pass those out to you. So I have one for Avery, one for a Kaylin, and then I actually have two for a Briar. Are those you?
Yes.
Okay. So she'll pass out the letters. Um,
Thank you.
Other players, I'm gonna read them out loud.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna read them out loud, but other players pretend that you did not hear it because there are some things that I'm going to be giving away
Okay.
for story's sake and for your sakes. So we will start. We'll just do ABCs as we always do. We'll start with Avery.
Do you want
Oh.
us to mute our headphones?
Yeah, I can do that.
Oh,
Yeah, that way I won't know.
okay, sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Hold on.
All right, for Avery. Dear Avery, I miss you already. I can't believe you're out there having this adventure, and I'm back at home just being super boring. Well, nothing ever changes in this town, but how is everything going? Have you been able to speak about why you're on this adventure with Gundren? How are you holding up? Oh, gods, if you're dead, I would never. Oh, I wouldn't know what to do. Okay. Danica, positive thinking. Avery can get himself out of any situation with his silver tongue. That's what they call you, right? The Blackstone Rangers? Silver tongue? And speaking of the Blackstone Rangers, Hugo stopped by my house and asked where you had run off to. And I was so scared, Avery, I had to tell him where you were. So I gave him the town that you're staying in. Please don't be angry with me. I was really, really scared. I don't understand why you're associated with him. You used to be so different. And I feel like things have changed between us. You aren't the same Avery I grew up with. I mean, we've been best friends since childhood. I hope you come back someday. Anyway, I just wanted to say I miss you and give you a heads up about Hugo. Please write me back sometime about your adventures. Love, Danica. And Danica is one of your best friends and somebody that's put you in the friend zone your whole entire life.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Who's next?
Hey.
So, just you guys can wait, Dan. Just because this is really, I had to think about this, and I find this really funny, so I have to tell you.
Okay.
As you guys know, Briar does not have a very good reading level, so Briar's 2 letters are in the form of a voicegram. So just to let you know. So but
So they're
you
gonna
guys,
hear everything anyways.
you would hear everything anyways.
So then
I'll
they don't
stay
have to mute.
non-muted here.
Yeah.
So that's what I was trying to go.
Is it loud enough that everyone's gonna hear in the
No,
end?
I would
Yeah,
say
like, is this a howler or like what?
it's not. It's not. It's a normal voiced. It's a normal voiced letter. It's not screaming.
Would Briar know that?
It does say if you would have the letter, it would say voice gram inside.
Okay. Then he would not open that in the common room.
Okay.
He would wait until later in
Okay.
the room.
Okay. Then we'll save that.
Okay.
All right.
You have to. Okay, everybody.
For Kaylin?
Everybody. And then for Kaylin.
Okay.
Oh.
Dear Kaylin, hello, my little secret, sweet little secrety spy. It's your mother here writing to wish you a wonderful adventure, and I hope Gundren's showing you all the sights and wonders. We miss you so much, and we can't wait until you're back home. As a reminder, if anything gets too difficult or scary, please come home as soon as possible. I don't want my little dumpling to get hurt. Love, Mama. And as you are reading this, you notice it's not in her handwriting. It was definitely written by a servant and was hopefully transcribed.
Well, that's just so sweet. Thank you, Mama.
Okay.
I think we're all good
Alright.
now,
Yep,
right?
we're all good now.
Great. Chat's commenting and now I'm really curious.
Yeah.
You have to watch it later. No. All right.
Edit it
So
later.
you've seen you've some of you read your letters. Briar will listen later sometime. Are you guys going to split up like you were planning on before? What would you like to do?
I'll definitely get at least one room for myself.
Okay.
It's still mid-morning, Kaylin. Just FYI.
I thought it's like 5 p.m. or something.
No,
No.
it's probably about like
Painting took
noon or
forever.
like 1 o'clock by now. It's probably it's like starting like to be afternoon.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, yeah, we got some lunch. I still will reserve. I'd like to reserve a room for myself though for later in the night.
You can definitely reserve it and you can put
Yeah.
your stuff in it if you would like
Yeah.
or anything like that. Hilda can show you up there if you so desire to go up to the room.
Yep. I mean, yeah, it's at least yeah. Because I'll reserve it. I'll probably pay for it right now, or is that something that happens later?
Yeah, payment would be right now.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, if you would like a room, it's 3 gold a night.
3 gold a night. That's for any of the 3 rooms. It's same for each one.
Yep, same for each one. They're all the same size. And yeah, if you want, you can have the one furthest down. And all of them are on the right, but you can have the one furthest down on the right.
Okay, I'll take that. And if you don't mind, could I when is check-in? Can I just take a peek to see what the accommodations are looking like?
Silly. Of course you can go up anytime if you pay right now. You can have it right now. So here's your key.
All right,
And
thank you.
yeah, you can put your stuff down there. Like, we're here all day, so we'll make sure nobody else goes up there. And 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 yeah, so do you two want a room right now, or are you gonna wait and see what happens?
I'll reserve a room.
Okay,
Um,
3 gold.
I'm Briar. If you want to room in, that's fine. If not, that's totally fine too. I'm just getting a room. It's up to you. I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
I'll
cool with that.
pay for Briar's room too. So 6 gold.
Great.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. Yep, so you have all 3 rooms. Here's the keys. And then just again, if anybody shows up, which I'm sure they won't, but we just I don't want to turn anybody away. That would be so dreadful. We could really use the business, of course. So,
No worries, Hilda. If someone else shows up, they can. I'll sleep on the floor in one of the other guys' rooms. So
right. Can I ask you a question really quick?
Yeah,
shoot.
sure.
So you guys seem like, nice, young, strong guys. I couldn't help notice, you're in nice armor and have a big sword and you just kind of look like, you know, you might know your way around like fighting and stuff. Um, am I wrong or is that right?
Well,
I mean,
Yes.
you have to if for traveling around, you have to know at least a
oh
little
hi, Kaylin.
self
It's good to see you.
defense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What problem can we help you with, Hilda? What
Oh,
is
it's
going on here? Because
um
there's a weird vibe in this little town.
It's
yeah.
that straw hat farmer giving you trouble.
No, oh my gosh, no. He wouldn't hurt a fly. Um yeah, honey, I'm just gonna show our friends to their rooms, okay? I'm just gonna show them upstairs, okay? Come with me. Well, we can talk upstairs. So she'll bring you into one of the rooms. She'll close the door, lock the door.
Oh, are
Um,
we all in there though? All three of
all
us?
in there, all in
Oh,
there. She
okay.
encouraged. Actually, I
No,
should ask.
no,
I should.
Kaylin, you're locked outside in the hallway.
Hey, no.
Okay.
No,
Hey,
I'm
now.
kidding. I'm
Hey, now.
kidding.
I know.
I will leave it up to you. I shouldn't bulldoze you into the room. She'll say like, I have something to talk about. If you guys would come in with
But
me
yeah, I
really
would do
quick.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll come in
Okay.
there.
Okay. Just want to make sure I don't want to
Yeah.
bulldoze you there. Um. So we have a really big problem,
Let me
and
guess. Red brands.
how did you know that name?
Lucky guess. Because that's who we're here to find.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So they're really bad guys, and they they took over the town like a couple months ago, and they just like terrorize the town, and like they just take over and they just take what they want, and we're not fighters. We're just farmers and townspeople. We haven't been in the military or I mean, there's Darren, but he's a drunk old fool. So it's just been so hard, and I'm just really worried because my friend, um, she was um cooking in the kitchen and her children were playing, and um her husband was coming in the door, and they took him aside and they demanded all of his money that he had on them, and they were saying really awful things about him, and things that they were going to do to his wife, and it was just really really terrible, and he stood up for himself and he tried to fight them, and they killed him right on his front porch. And then they took his body and they kidnapped my friend and her children. And we haven't seen them in like 2 days. And I I just these red brands, they're just we just don't know what to do. And the the town hall master, he's just useless, and he who knows, he might even be working for them. I don't even know, but he won't do anything to fight them off or impose laws or anything regarding the red brands. And I was just when I saw you come into our tavern, I just had a glimmer of hope, that maybe something would change. But of course, I wouldn't want to put that on you if you didn't want to, or I mean, I'm not. I don't even really know what I'm asking for, because I don't even know how many there are. They always have a patrol going around. They're always around. And they have spies around. That's why I brought you up here. It's just it's just really terrible. So I wanted to let you know. I understand if you guys will want to leave too, because it's really hell to live here, but it's my home. Toblin's family's owned an inn for generations. We were able to build a new one a couple years ago, but it's been in this spot for a really long time.
Hilda, thank you so much for telling me that really heartfelt story, and I just I feel really sorry about that. Yeah, it's just so horrible that all this has happened. Would you mind if I just ask you another question, real quick, about something
Sure,
I noticed about the town?
sure.
I noticed that I haven't seen any, children running around, and I thought that was a little unusual for a town where you'd expect that. And even actually, when we went to the Lion Shield Coster, the clerk lady there, I noticed that she was missing one of her hands, actually, her paw. And I was just
Oh,
wondering, like, what's going on with that there?
so the children, we've kind of, the townspeople have decided that they shouldn't be out and about without an adult there. They're kidnapping the children as she starts to cry softly, and they're turning them into slaves or selling them off for money, and we have to keep them safe, so they can't go outside anymore. They have to stay inside. It's just a really terrible thing. And then Catherine, she's so great. She is again one of those people that stood up to the Red Brands, and they took her hand,
That's just
but they
horrible.
let her live. But she's had to give over so many things, so many supplies, and she she definitely is against them. And she comes into the tavern, or the inn, almost nightly, and tries to make some sort of plan, but it falls through the next day. It's just people get scared and they don't want to be next.
Well, I'd say it's pretty lucky that we showed up when we did.
Yes. Um, think think Timora. She's my goddess, and she's looking out for us.
Imora, you said?
Yep, Tymora. Dan,
Mhm.
that's familiar.
Timora,
Hmm.
is that the god I worship?
Goddess, yes.
Goddess. Mhm.
Briar, in Briar's hand, he's got that little frog thing and he's just rubbing it with his thumb.
Oh, you have a luck symbol. Would she notice it? Sorry. Like,
I don't know.
are you
Would she
making it?
notice it? It's
Would
not
are
like
you
super
making it?
obvious, but
Well,
he's just pulled it
well,
out and is fiddling with it
I
subtly.
mean, she's not really making a ton of eye contact with you guys right now. She's looking
Yeah.
down a lot.
Yeah.
So she might happen to catch a glimpse of it, might have caught her eye from the light or something. And,
Hmm.
oh, you have a luck symbol. Where did you find that?
Uh, in a cave.
Oh, okay. Um, well, you should keep that around, because if I know my goddess, she might use that as, something lucky, or you should keep that on you. It might save your
Okay,
life.
will do. That's good to
Dan,
know.
at this time, you will also pull out a coin. or you know that you have a coin on you. You don't have to pull it out if you don't want to.
Flip it. Hmm. Yeah, you're right, Hilda. She'll be there.
Actually, I got one more question for you, Hilda. Just because you seem to know a lot of people around town. I also noticed previously we did visit Barthen's Provisions, and I'm just wondering what you think about Barthen, because he seems, he's an older gentleman, which we'd expect to be a little more confident, but we look around and we see a lot of people like him that are a little
Yeah.
anxious about newcomers like us.
Oh, yeah. Barthen, also good guy that I know of. He probably really shaky because they held him at knife point a couple of days ago and took a lot of stuff. And he doesn't even know how he's gonna put food on the table in the next couple of weeks if this keeps happening. So it's just a really scary time.
Hilda, I have a question for you, if you don't mind.
Sure.
We're looking for someone too. And I describe what Gundren looks like.
Oh, sure, I know Gundren.
Oh, okay, great. Well, that saves a
Yeah,
little
he
time.
comes here all the time.
Is he here? Do you know
No,
where he is?
I haven't seen him in a couple of months since his
Oh,
last
okay, great.
adventure.
Great. All right. Not recently though, right? You haven't seen him.
No, I haven't seen him in a couple of months. He normally
Gotcha.
stops
Okay.
by here and he normally stays the night, and it's just like the perfect stop right before Neverwinter. So yeah, of course I know Gundren.
I have a more
Well,
personal question. Oh, go ahead, Briar.
unfortunately, we came across his horses on our way here, and he wasn't there. So,
Oh, Gundren, he's been so generous to us over the years. Oh my
I think
gosh,
the
I hope he's
goblins
okay.
took him someplace.
Oh,
Something
those
about a
goblins.
headquarters or something. Do you know of anybody who might have information?
Uh, no, I've never heard of that before. Normally the goblins just like we just hear about them stealing and um or people go missing on the trail. But normally it's just stealing, but I don't know much about them. I've lived here my whole entire life and I've never left.
Fair enough.
We
Avery,
do
you
have
had a question that you were gonna ask?
yeah.
Um, no, it's
Oh,
okay.
okay. That's fine.
Uh,
Um
I I
I
I learned that the question I asked is maybe inappropriate to some people, so I'm keeping it to myself.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
I
not
I am
quite as
married, so
reassuring
thanks.
as you
Thanks for the
think.
offer. I am married, thank you. You're nice and handsome and all that, but gotta stick by my man.
Um, that's okay.
Mhm.
Great.
All right.
Anyways,
Speaking of, is there anything else, or else I should get back to work. I gotta I gotta make I'm gonna make some nice meat pies for dinner.
Ooh,
ooh,
I'm looking forward to it, Hilda. Your chicken and dumplings were absolutely chef's kiss.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're too kind. They're just 100-year-old recipe from my great grandma. It's nothing special. So
Yeah.
I think it's great to pass down, traditions like that. It really gives good character to a location, I would say.
It
yes,
makes
I
it
can.
very ethnic for sure.
Hmm.
Um,
Briar, Briar's gonna check the door, check the hallway, and then open the door for Hilda to be able to exit as long as nobody's there
Dan, you broke
before this
me.
gets any more
Right.
ethnic up in here.
Sounds good. There's nobody in the
Sounds good.
hallway. It seems very quiet and empty.
Okay.
So Hilda will go downstairs.
Okay. And then Briar's gonna put a finger up to the guys and close the door and pull out those letters and
Are you
open them.
you're gonna open them in front of them, or you're gonna go to your own room?
No, I'll open it in front of them because
Okay. You
We're all
ready, Cal?
family,
Are you
right?
ready?
We're
You're
related. It's maybe.
I mean, would Briar suspect that there's anything
Happened.
like secretive or anything?
It's not secretive, but it's very personal, especially if you see who they're from.
Who are they from?
Your best friend and your ex-girlfriend.
Oh dear God! All right, never mind. I'll be down in a few minutes, guys.
Okay.
See you in a bit, Briar. I'm
Thanks.
gonna mute myself. Bye bye.
Okay, Kaylin. So we don't have a lot of time. You really need to score well with Catherine tonight.
He can't hear you. He's muted.
Wait, are we gonna listen or are you gonna go to your room
Oh,
first?
I didn't know. I didn't know you guys were doing the letter thing now.
Do
Sorry.
you well, it just depends on if Cal really wants to read the letters, you might want to
Then I can
excuse
do-
yourself to your room and just say, "Hey guys, I'll just be a few minutes." Do you want to do that, or do you want to read them
Yeah.
like later tonight?
No, I'll excuse myself
Okay.
and go read the letters.
So, and then Avery and Kaylin, do you want to stay in that room while Briar goes into the next room, or would you want to make your way back downstairs?
Am I in my own room right now or a different one?
You're in. Yeah, everybody was in your room. You all
Okay.
met at the room at the end of the hall.
Yeah, I'll take a look. I'll just stay in my room and I'm just gonna take a look around and we can talk about that later.
Avery, do you want to stay with Kaylin, or you want to go check out yours, or
I'll check
go
out
downstairs?
mine
Okay.
and maybe make conversation with the drunk guy.
Okay, sure. We'll come back to that then.
Yeah, whenever we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give
Right.
you a thumbs up when you can
Okay, I'm gonna mute myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Briar, you ready?
I don't know.
You're not.
I'm not. Let's
So
do it
as you
anyways.
open up this letter and you know it's a voicegram, do you want to open the one from your best friend or the ex-girlfriend first?
The best friend.
Best friend. Hi, Briar. I know I'm probably the last person you want to hear from right now, but you left in such a hurry and you didn't even say goodbye. I messed up. I know I did. But you really had to leave town right now? Like, we couldn't just talk about this? We had to travel up to the post in Thornburg just to get this voicegram to you. I mean, ugh, I'm sorry. I should not be blaming you right now. You have been through enough. But, Briar, just sometimes in love, these things just happen. Like, I didn't mean to fall in love with Callie, and she didn't mean to fall in love with me, but it happened. And I don't want to lose you as a friend. You've been my best friend since we were tots, Briar. Like, we've been through so much together. Remember when things were really scary when we were little during the Great Plague? Like, you helped me and you got me and my family through it. You've always been there for me. Please don't be angry with me, dear friend. I know what a temper you have. I pray you'll forgive us someday and you can be happy for us. Please voice gram me back. I have it forwarded to my address if you do. Thinking of you, Tamsin.
Great. That's just great. Awesome. On to the next one.
Okay. Hi, Briar. I don't even know how to begin this. I wish we could have spoke about it in person, but I just wanted to say I'm really sorry, Tamsin, and I went behind your back. We just didn't know how to tell you, but I really hated how everything happened and occurred. Please know that I really did love you for a time. I know that doesn't mean much to you now. I know how you feel about loyalty and trust, and when somebody screws you over, like, you're dead to them. So you can hate me all you want, and just please don't be angry at Tamsin. He's your best friend, and I'm nobody. Just be mad at me. I hope someday you can forgive me. It's all my fault. Blame me. Anyway, your mom wanted me to say hi, and she hopes you're doing well and you're having a great time in your adventure. Your siblings miss you terribly, and so does your pup, Beans. Love, Callie.
Mm-hmm.
You good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're back.
We're back. What a
Uh-huh.
twist!
Briar's
What a
gonna go for a
twist!
walk.
Okay.
You can only imagine what that was all about.
You want to go for a walk with your wolf?
Beans Jr. Yeah,
That's what the wolf's name is now, Beans Jr.
it is now.
Beans.
Beans Jr. So
Oh,
Kaylin, you hear a door slam, you hear somebody scurry down the stairs.
not scurrying, half
Scurrying?
stomping.
Half stomping, excuse
F
me.
stopping.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Half stomping down the stairs. Avery, if you are sitting at the bar, if you've gotten to that spot where you're at the bar with Darren the drunkard,
Yeah.
you see Briar come out from, you hear the stomping, you hear the door slam, you hear the stomping down the stairs, and you see Briar just walk out the door. Do you want to say
Hey,
anything or do anything?
I don't have the energy to deal with this right now. How's your
All
day going?
right. So,
Good
Briar,
choice.
you're gonna walk around town for a little bit.
You're just
Um,
like.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel Avery would be doing that. Yeah.
so Avery, you sit at the bar.
Mhm.
Are you going to order something? You just want to talk, or what do you want to do?
I'm gonna order some water for now. I want to be sober while I talk to him, speak with him at the moment.
Sure.
'Cause I had some
Toblin can
dragon
get you.
tail before or something, and I'm like, I don't know how strong that is,
Yeah.
and I don't know how much of a lightweight I am.
Gotta
So
pace yourself one
I,
one.
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Toblin hands you water. Um, the Darren's just kind of bent over at the bar. It's kind of nursing his ale, and just he kind of looks over at you, but he kind of just is like really focused on the drink.
So this world pretty much sucks, huh? Tell me about it.
Huh, you're telling me.
Like, you just can't get any peace and quiet nowadays. People are stealing things, right?
I mean,
World's gonna be burning in flames, right?
yeah, this world is gonna end soon, my friend. Mark my words. Be ready for the
So what,
apocalypse.
so what happened to you, bud? What's your story?
Well, pats you on the back. uh,
Oh.
well, my name's Darren. Nice to meet you.
Hey, Darren.
And yeah, I spent my whole life being an adventurer. I've been up and down the coast. I've been to the icy mountains. I've been through deserts. And I've seen it all. And with all the crap that's going on in the world, this is it, my friend. This is it.
So what did you see that makes you think that way?
Just there's no good in this world anymore. These red B words, they just take over and nobody can do anything about it. And it just shows that there's just a real evil in this place. Can't you feel it, son? Can't you feel it? The
Mm,
evil.
I'm gonna look around the room, kind of like using my peripherals to see if I see anyone taking notice of what he's saying.
Nobody's taking notes. They hear this every single day.
Okay, okay. I mean, I'm usually not one to really sense a lot of anything. I just kind of go with the flow, see what happens.
Really? A nice young man like you. Surely you know the difference between good and evil.
Well, I mean, setting someone on fire is pretty bad. I know that's an evil thing. I mean,
Yeah,
compared to
that's an evil
like
thing. That's a
eating.
horrible thing to do to a person. Unless they deserved it. Am I right? Am I right?
I mean, is that what you think? Like, do you think that, I mean, if people deserve that, you
I
know?
believe that people are good until they're not. So if they give you any reason of them not good, then they're evil.
Well, since I'm kind of new here and I don't want to take away too much of your time with your
I
drink.
got all day.
uh,
I got all day. I'm here all day. Right, Toblin?
Oh God, you're
Right,
very strong.
Darren. You know you could go home sometime. Nah. I like your ale too much.
What do you know about the red B words?
Oh, those red B words.
Yeah,
Evil.
the red barracudas,
Evil people.
bartenders. Okay,
Huh?
I'm just no. Go ahead. I'm just trying to listen.
Oh, looks like you were shooting your mouth there for a minute.
No, I never do that.
Oh, okay, okay. My mistake. What was the question?
Question?
Did
What?
did you
What?
ask me a question? I forgot.
Yeah, I did. I said, "What do you know about the red B words?"
Oh,
Yeah.
evil. Evil, evil, evil B words. Uh, just bad, bad people. They take what they can, give nothing back, kill, murder. That's the same thing.
Yeah, it is. Hmm.
Murder, kill. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they haven't messed with me because I'm just a drunk old fool, of course. But this town has been beaten when it's down. And they don't care at all.
Mm, it's a shame. All right. Well, thank you for the warning. Enjoy your drink.
Cheers to
Yeah,
the end of the world.
great. Looking forward to it.
Toblerone, another!
Yeah, I'm leaving.
So meanwhile, I'm still up in the room, right?
Yes, you're still up in the room. Is there anything that you would like to do, or if you wanted to journal, or
Yeah, so I
um
was just I was wanted to take a look around the place and make sure, for example, there weren't any like holes that someone could look through or like listen through or anything like
um
that.
so in the room, it's a nice sized room, nice square room. It's just made out of wood. It has nice wood walls, and there's like a little table and a chair in the room, and then there's a bed with some sheets on it. um there's no like bed frame. It's just like a straw mattress on the floor. Definitely something you're not used to.
Hmm.
Um, as of holes, there it really seems to be pretty solid. It doesn't seem like in your room there would be any holes or anything where people could listen through. Um, and yeah, you have a candle for when it turns dark and you need light.
Is there a window?
There is a window.
And what's it looking out onto?
It's looking out into the square. So
Square,
into the
okay.
shrine, kind of in like the middle of the town. It's a
Okay.
nice view.
By the way, I want to like measure myself standing, like looking like with my hands on my hips, basically like looking at the bed, just like, huh, you know, like so.
Very
All right,
cool.
good to know. All right. And Briar is out on the street with checking in on Beans Jr.
Is there anywhere you want to go, or you're walking? Are you staying in town, Cal? Or are you going outside of town?
I think Briar would just kind of just walk, just to
Okay.
burn off some of this anger and just walk.
Okay.
The door to the inn doesn't come off right, like I don't
Huh?
know. He'd either go to the shrine eventually, like circle around and end up at
Okay.
the shrine, I think.
Okay. Alrighty.
So,
Avery, after you've had this conversation and had some water, would you go out and just maybe try to look for Briar and see where he went, or what would
I
you be doing?
so I would probably go outside,
Hmm.
but I would kind of be on my own little expedition if I come across Briar. Great. If not, there may be some personal interests that I may have that I may see more information about where the red brands are, see more of an old friend to have a private discussion if I know where they may be. Stuff like that. But
dun,
nothing that I want the
dun.
group to know.
Okay.
Hmm.
Mr. Sneaky. Kaylin, are you gonna stay in your room, or are you gonna go try to find Briar or Avery?
uh,
You do what you want. Like
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I
What
think
would
I'm gonna take a
Kaylin
nap.
do?
I'm gonna take a quick. Well, actually, wait.
Absolutely.
Do I have access to the room, or is is it check in later? Actually,
No. You have actually she gave you the
You're in
key.
it.
I'll
You're
take
in
a
the
quick
room.
nap. I'll take a
You
quick nap.
your cushion's in
Yeah.
the room too.
absolutely. Yes, absolutely. You can take a nap. This would not be uncommon for you. I mean, you are used to the finer luxuries of life,
Oh,
so
blessing.
I was late the first.
You have
uh
one job.
Oh, you have. I don't want to say you have Catherine. She may come to the tavern, just letting you know.
In the evening
Well, I'm not
after
in
gonna
the
dinner.
not gonna
evening.
sleep that late, but
Yeah.
you know.
I didn't know your sleep schedule.
just a, just a couple of hours, just a quick
Okay.
cat nap,
Yeah,
you
a
Okay.
cat nap.
Kaylin
a cat
doesn't
nap.
show up for dinner, Briar would definitely go and bang on his door. So
Do I snore? By the way, is that a detail? Like,
um roll a d20.
wait, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Snorability.
Snore.
Snorability.
12.
You do not snore.
Okay, I do that. I'm writing it down.
All right, so Briar, as you're walking along, if you are gonna stop at the shrine after a while, you'll see a frail old woman hunched over with a cane. Um, she has you can see that she has her hair pulled back into kind of like a half updo. And you can tell her ears are pointy, so you could maybe assume she's of elven nature. Um, and beautiful long white hair. And she's going towards the shrine. She seems to uh get on the ground and kind of do like a little prayer. Um, and you might kind of think it's quite bold, knowing what's kind of going out around in the town. Um, so are you just going to kind of observe this, or would you go up and speak with her, or what would you do?
I think Briar would just observe for the first little bit,
Mhm.
because he doesn't want to interrupt her prayers. Um, he would definitely be keeping an eye around to make sure that there's no red brands coming to hassle her.
Mhm.
Um, but I think eventually he might go and like kneel down next to her. Um, so come here often?
Why, yes, I do. This is where I come every day. I am the Oracle of Timora, so I come here every day to worship her.
Oh,
Also, sorry, just to go over her prayer and the things that she did. She knelt down. She pulled a coin out of her pocket. She kissed the coin. She put it up, and then she kind of held it and prayed for a while. um, Briar, your from your town and everything, you don't consider yourself to be super religious. You kind of, you know that there are gods and they're good gods and bad gods, and you kind of just like kind of worship whoever. One um there's like the god of like farming and like harvest that you are particular to, but you kind of just like your kind of ideal is like whoever's gonna help me out the most type of kind of ideals.
Briar's
Just
got the frog in his hands again. He's just kind of like turning it over and over and over in his hands.
do you do it so it's noticeable or not noticeable?
I think it's more like a subconscious action. Like
I,
he's fiddling, um, but I think he'll take a coin out, another gold piece, and like put it up on the altar after seeing what the oracle does. Uh, yeah.
so if you know, Timora is the goddess of luck. So we believe that she will watch over us and protect us and um uh yeah.
Oh yeah, Hilda was talking about her, and she said that this was a luck piece or something, and he holds up the frog so that she can see it.
Oh, wow. This is an extremely rare piece. It actually comes from Timora herself. This
Briar
is
looks shocked.
extremely, extremely valuable and would only be given to the most devoted person. Did did she give this to you?
I found it in a cave yesterday. We got into a skirmish with some goblins and ended up fighting a bugbear named Clark, and I found it in his stuff. So maybe in a roundabout way.
He's just looks so confused.
So does Briar.
He's just I didn't recognize half the words that came out of your mouth, young man.
Goblins,
Um,
bad.
well, of course I understood a few words. Of course, I'm not that old. I'm only 277.
Elves.
So, elves.
Yeah.
So, but you must. Well, I mean, you should keep it. I should not take it from you. You should keep it, and you should, you should know it could bring you luck. It's really for the more devout of people, but it certainly could work for the everyday person as well.
I think maybe the guy that I'm traveling with might be a follower of Timora.
Oh, that's delightful. I'd love to hear about it. I hope you'll come visit. I hope they'll come visit me. Uh, I come here every day at 3 o'clock, and and that is when I pray. And I just like to tell everybody the good news of time.
Do you ever get bothered by the guys that hang around town lately?
You know, I have not had a problem with them,
Hmm.
but that's of course because I put a curse on them, so they're scared of me.
You did what?
Oh, just told Timora of our problems, and it they might be cursed, they might not, but they don't bother me.
Nice. I
Praise to
like it.
Timora. It's not me. It's not
First.
me. It's not me. It's not me, dear. It's her, of course.
Right. Of
Mhm.
course.
So, where are you from?
Uh, long ways away from Strayola.
Oh my
A
goodness, that's
a
on the
little
whole other
village.
side of the map.
It is. Yeah. I live in a little village called Honeywind.
Ah, that sounds quaint.
Yup, it
And what
is.
do you do there?
Farming, because that's kind
An
of our
honest
thing.
profession. Honest profession. Of course, of course. Everybody has a farm over there, of course.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, it's very nice to meet you. And
You too.
of course, you're more than welcome to come by. And I live just over there. She points to kind of the left, kind of behind the shrine.
Mm.
Come to me if you need anything or need to pray for you or put in a good word, you know. Um, what were we talking about?
I was about to head out.
Oh, well, it was nice to meet you, young man. Nice to meet you.
You
Welcome
too.
to our town.
Thank you. And Briar will leave.
Avery, on your travels, did you see that interaction at all? Were you watching from afar,
I
or were you
probably
off?
would. I probably was more focused on my own things. It kind of was just like going around the town, perceiving how things may change, especially with how red brands are. See anything of interest, people of interest. Kind of what I'm doing is I would get my coin and do the knuckle trick and just walk with it.
Mhm.
Kind of look around and just kind of keep to myself. See what
Uh,
happens.
as you're walking down the street, you get pulled into an alleyway,
Oh.
and you see two red brands. Well, well, well. If it ain't Avery Crichton,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
uh, you're Avery Crichton of the Blackstone Rangers.
What? No, I'm Jeffrey Dumont. Avery?
Jeffrey. Oh, come on. You got to be Avery. We heard you were coming. Ready for a
Okay.
brawl
Raw, why pick on me?
because you're in the rival gang, obviously.
Do you think I'm honestly with them?
Yeah.
Come on, you and I both know I'm with you guys. I
Come
always
again?
go. What
They're
do you think I'm
surprised.
what?
They're surprised.
They're surprised? Okay.
Oi.
Yeah.
What?
Well, do I really have to tell everything to everyone? Okay, listen. I'm with them just to try to get information. They're coming here, okay? They're coming after you. That's why I came here early to let you guys know and warn you, so that you can be prepared. This is your home turf advantage.
Right. Well, last time we didn't look so good. We're unprepared. You guys beat us to a pulp and we running home, licking our wounds.
Yeah, but now you're prepared.
Right.
Now you're ready for them.
So you're joining our side.
I've always been on your side.
I haven't heard of you in our side. Only heard of you on the opposite side.
Why do you think we're limiting information? If everyone knew what side I'm part of, Black Rangers would try to gut me like a fish.
He's right. He's exactly right. That makes sense.
Damn straight. Like, seriously, guys. I understand that word doesn't travel all through the ranks, but between us, yeah. So here's the deal here. There's a guy you guys probably have, and I explained Gundren.
Okay.
He's with us. He's with me. The best thing we need to do, he's an informant that's on my side. And I know you guys have him right now, but we need to have him go.
Wait, we don't have a dwarf in our midst.
Really?
Nah,
No, then I
man.
guess I was lied to. Oh wow. Jeez. That's something. Oh my
I don't know
gosh.
what you talk. I don't know what you're talking about. We don't have
Really?
any dwarfs around here. No.
Can I do an insight check on that?
Absolutely.
Okay. Nah. I rolled a 10.
Insight. You can tell that uh based off of their faces when you first start talking about it,
Mhm.
based off of their faces, their body language actually gives a lot away more than
Yeah.
their words.
hmm
Um eh, they're telling the truth. They
Yeah.
don't know about a dwarf.
Okay.
Do you want to ask something, or if you want to ask anything else regarding that, I could possibly give you more information.
Yeah, Avery will probably pry a little bit more since we're in a good relationship now. So I need to find him. I need to make sure he's okay. So, do you have any info? Anything?
Nah,
I'll
man,
speak.
you got to talk to the boss.
Yeah.
I don't know any crap like that.
I'm curious though. Do you guys have the mayor wrapped around your finger?
Ah, Harbin. He wouldn't know. He wouldn't know a stone from a frog. You know what I'm
That
saying? He
that dumb,
is
right?
as dumb as a bag of poo, you know? So we don't really have him around our finger. We just scare
He's just
him and
an
he
idiot.
just says hi, how high, you know?
Okay.
So
Because you just pretty much you have control of the land. You do what you want.
yeah, we
Yeah.
heckin' intimidate them, bro.
No. Do you know anything about like the kidnapping children thing? Is that like a new thing you guys are doing, or is that kind of like
Bro, you know, we've always been doing that. It makes us the most money. Come on.
okay? I'm just
Where have you been? If you're really one of us, you're asking us about the children?
I just didn't know if you were into different things. I didn't know if that was still steady income because things change over time. Gambling can change, arson, thievery.
We haven't done
There's always
arson
new
yet.
trend.
We need the buildings. We need the buildings.
Okay. Well, do you know where the head guy is now?
Well, of course, yeah.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing has changed, my man.
Out of game when I know where he is.
You have no clue.
Great.
Great.
Can you refresh my memory? Is he like is he by the is he over in that direction? I'd loosely like point.
Over there.
Is he still like over there roughly?
Oi, bruv. How many pints have you had today?
Too many, bro.
That
It's
makes a
been a
lot of
long.
sense because you're not making any sense.
No, man, no.
Man.
Well, I'll
You
tell
need
you
to get
what.
you need to get your act together. Sober up.
None of you guys drink. Oh wow.
I
Is
mean,
that the red break?
not on the job.
Well, of course. I'm not. Okay. Listen, okay. When you see me, I'm with a couple friends. Okay, they're with me too. They're cool. Nothing to worry about. They even look like me. Okay, capiche?
Well,
They're
you got
good.
some. Well, you got some like
Hired help.
those little doppel guys.
Sure, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Basically, they're
That's
yeah
weird, man.
they're yeah. Tell me about it. Anyways, they're with me. We're good. I may keep up appearances, so to speak, so that I'm incognito. But the smoother interactions, the better, if you know what I mean.
Right.
You could let them know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Okay.
Right.
I
Well,
don't, yeah,
good hanging.
yeah. And next time, can you at least like talk to me before you start yanking me to dark alleys? That would be much appreciated.
Ruff, we thought you were our enemy, but now we know you're on our
Okay.
side.
Cool.
Okay?
All right.
So next time, we're gonna tap you on the shoulder and then take you into that. No, I'm just kidding with you. And
You're
he like does a
funny.
little punch and
Oh, gee. Dang,
man, you gotta put
you're
some. You're scrawny. You gotta put some meat on those boys, boy. Bones, boy.
hey, tapeworms. What are you gonna do?
Mm.
Goodbye.
What?
Uh-huh.
I walk away.
Parting words.
Tapeworms.
Tapeworms.
Peace.
Peace out. And I just walk away like wide eyes, like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
How far away from Briar did all that happen?
I think it's pretty close, right? I would say. Oh.
I would say it was more by the where did my green circle go? My green circle disappeared. Anyway, I would say, oh no, there it is.
There.
I found it. I would say it's like on the street under the Lion Shield Coster, the green circle.
Okay.
So
Pretty
if they
far
were
from the
talking
shrine.
loud, you might have overheard something. You might have overheard Avery talking, but you could roll.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you could roll
Right.
perception.
I think at least what I would, yeah, I wouldn't whisper. I would be pretty casual.
Okay.
In case someone would
Nope.
hear me out.
It was a 5.
Hold on. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
make it. You just hear voices and you think it might have been Avery's voice, but you're just not 100%.
Oh yeah.
Guys gonna meet back up at the end then?
I would
I'm
probably
still
walk.
there, so.
Yeah.
Kaylin's still there.
I would just probably walk for like an extra 30 minutes to an hour to see if I see the Black Ranger or anything come in. If I don't see anything or notice anything, then I'm gonna head back.
Don't recognize anybody else in this town.
I head back.
Briar notice anything else suspicious?
Um. do, 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 do.
You want me to try an investigation check this time?
Um.
+0.
No, that's really the only things that are really going on in the town. Again, there's
Okay.
people don't go out. Except for I didn't give her name, but who you were talking to at the shrine, her name is Sister Garel. It's like Gazelle, but with an R.
Briar will go around to the back door to the inn and see if Hilda and Toblin have like some old bone, like deboned, not the right way to say it. Some bones that they're finished with, like they took meat off for the pies,
Mhm.
like leftover type stuff for Beans Jr.
For Beats Jr. Aw.
Yeah, you can see a nice old cow's leg femur, just a little bit of scraps of sinew and stuff on it. And you could grab that out of the bucket that they're in right now. You
Cool.
could give that to Beans Jr.
Awesome.
I love that name.
Yeah.
There's a reason for it. Maybe you'll find out one day.
Well, don't like pause. You got the beans and the.
Sure.
Aw,
We'll go with that.
Aw.
Yeah, then Briar will leave Beans Jr. out with the wagon, and head back inside, assuming
Alright.
it's getting close to dinner time or something.
Yep,
If
it
Kayla's
is.
not down there, he's gonna go up and bang on his door.
Kaylin, are you still sleeping or are you awake?
I was sleeping.
Alright. Briar
Brian's
goes up
gonna
and
bang on the door,
Ah!
be like, "Get your ass up! It's dinner time."
Oh, nice. All
I
right.
mean, get your butt up! It's dinner time. Sorry,
Well,
family friendly.
I'm just
Family
gonna say
friendly.
like gruff, like. "Ah." 1 minute.
Up now!
He's pulling an Avery, guys. Watch
Don't
out.
make me get a bucket of cold water,
Just,
as
one
I
more
will
minute. It's
enjoy
locked, by the
that
way. It's
thoroughly.
locked. It's locked. But
I'm
I'll get
sure
ready though.
Hilda
I'll get ready
has
to
an
come
extra
out.
key.
I'll come out.
All right. Well, I think that's a good stopping point. So you guys
for dinner.
we can next time when we come back, you guys can do dinner. You can talk to Catherine or interact with some of the locals, come up with a plan of what you want to do next. So awesome job, guys. I hope that was super fun
Yeah.
and hopefully you learned some things and
Yes,
have probably more questions than answers now.
for
boy.
Glad that I
sure.
don't know what really happened with those letters, because like the fact that Briar just like stamped out. I really genuinely have no idea what the deal with that is, and it's just cool because like the viewers know, but I don't, so it's kind of cool.
All right, and speaking of viewers, thank you everybody so much that has watched us and continue to watch. As a reminder, we meet every other Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central Time. So our next session will be September 13th. So 8 p.m. Central Time. Please follow us on social media. We have a TikTok. We are working on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of that good stuff. And yeah, thank you guys again so much. And thank you for everybody in the comments and participating. We super love it. Don't forget to hit that follow button. And again, thank you for watching. Roll or
Roleplay.
Play.
I'll play. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.